Hey guys, what is up? This is Matthew Davis, the movie lover here. Welcome back to another game review. And this is one of my first this is my first video game review of 2017. In fact, the first game review of this year for me is a game that came out 2 days ago. That is none other than the one and only Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. And Biohazard was actually the original title for Resident Evil in Europe. And pretty much, I don't know what it's going to be called in Europe. I guess it's called just Biohazard 7. I'm not sure, but yeah, I rented it from Redbox because I was not sure if the game was going to be good or bad, so I decided probably should just rent it first before, you know. But yeah, I was actually surprised this was at Redbox because I know on Tuesday or Monday night at midnight there, everybody was getting in line to get the game and pretty much just like all the time. But yeah, also funny thing, this game came out Tuesday and we already got the new Resident Evil movie coming out on Friday. Yeah, but anyways, I am a fan of the Resident Evil games. I only have 3 of them though, but maybe 4 because I might get this game yours. So. But yeah, I am a fan of the Resident Evil series, Resident Evil 2, which is still my second favorite in the series. The GameCube remake, which, believe it or not, I actually liked Resident Evil 7 a little bit more. Resident Evil 4 is always my favorite in the series. It is, out of all the Resident Evil games, it's definitely one of my all-time favorite games. It is always, and I mean always, my favorite in the video game series. Alright, now, here's the thing. A lot of people, you know, people said that the Resident Evil series has died out mainly because, it felt more of an action genre now. And of course, Resident Evil 5 and 6 were considered or at least 7, or no, 6 was considered one of the worst in the series. Mainly, it felt more of an action genre, and story just fell flat, and of course, it had its terrible box art. But Resident Evil 5, a lot of people complained about that one because of its AI, pretty much. Because, the side characters, yeah, not as, but yeah, anyways, so yeah, Resident Evil Biohazard, Resident Evil 7 Biohazard is, of course, pretty much, they go back to the horror genre with a little bit of Texas Chainsaw Massacre elements mixed in. It's not a parody or anything like that. But yeah, it actually, around the beginning of the game, feels like a stealth game, You got this man named Ethan who's in search of a cure to give her, I think his girlfriend, Mia, and pretty much, something messes with his mind, messes with everybody's mind, and pretty much with this girl named Evelyn, I think that's what her name is. And pretty much just like all the Resident Evil games, or most of the Resident Evil games, fighting zombies, or not really zombies per se in this game. They're more like creatures. This game has a big difference though. You know how most of the Resident Evil games were third person, especially the 4th game being one of the best third person shooters of all time? This is actually a first person shooter. It's not the first person Resident Evil game, but I can definitely say it is the best though. And certainly this game really, now I was really anticipating this game. Maybe they might bring the Resident Evil series to a whole new level. And they did. Resident Evil 7, Capcom did a really good job at releasing this game. Let me talk about, the way the game is set up. The game is set up very detailed, very well. The game does feel a little bit short, but it actually has 2 endings. I do not want to spoil it for you, but, because I want you to play this game. It really was that good, okay? You know, And it's also, there is some jump scares here and there, but hell, it's fun to get that way. And although I will say the bosses were actually pretty easy, if you ask me. Out of all the Resident Evil games that I played, this is the easiest one. This is the only Resident Evil game that I have ever beaten. I know I said I beaten the Leon part in Resident Evil 2, but anyways, yeah. But Resident Evil 7, it works as a first-person game, and the characters, I don't think we ever saw. We don't see Ethan's face, or pretty much. I mean, he's not a silent protagonist, but it definitely does feel like, what it feels like Resident Evil, and they have the same perspective as Alien Isolation, and pretty much, they do have the elements, the herb as your health, cut boxes with a knife and stuff like that. It definitely feels like it's that way, and I can certainly say, guys, Resident Evil 7 is definitely, without a doubt, one of the best in the series, for my personal opinion. Might be my third favorite in the series, guys. And the graphics, too, in the game absolutely work very well, and they're really nice to look at. And, I was anticipating this game, and I was really satisfied, guys. Probably one of my favorite games of the year. I'm going to give the game a 4.5 out of 5. And pretty much, yeah. So you might want to play the game again just so you can get both endings, but yeah. I was up all night playing this game, and not because, once I'm done, not because I have to play, but I was having a blast with this game. I had a lot of fun with this game, as well as its story, guys. Definitely play this game. I'll definitely add this game to my collection when the price lowers down a little bit. So anyways, yeah. So yeah, that is it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later. We're out.